Hey guys, I'll do another video. Should you buy new or used? Here we go again. I'm gonna try to make this video as short as possible because there's a lot of things we could talk about, but I'll just use a prime example. This truck. This is my 0359 6-speed manual. So yeah, here we go. So biggest thing I'm gonna distinguish is personal and business. You'll notice that will point strongly one way or another, and they're pretty strong points. So let's start with what we have. We have an 03 with 114,000 miles on it. It's a 6-speed manual. You know, some people hate them, some people love them. I like them. They're the most efficient 5.9 that's electronically governed. This one's not very efficient. We'll get to the bottom of that, what's really going on with it. But anyways, I'm not gonna get into gas mileage. I've done a previous video and I've told you guys why I don't think this truck's very efficient. It's right there with the 6.7s. There's no benefits of fuel mileage on this one, and it's stock tuning, just an open exhaust. So the main reason of this video, used or new, I want to underline a few points and wrap up this video. I could go on for hours on this topic, but solid point. So an 03 with 214,000, 5 or 6-speed manual, fairly a good truck, fairly basic truck. You know, I've underlined that I like the manual shifter. I like the basic necessities kind of set up like it has. You know, power windows, power locks, AC, heater, cruise control. What more do you need? You know, nothing crazy about it. So I bought this truck with for $15,000, but I already knew it's a $20,000 truck, and a lot of people don't calculate for this, and only people that use their trucks in and out or day in and day out are gonna know that, hey, you got to rack on a few grand right away. I bought this truck. I know their weakness is a lift pump and injectors, possibly a clutch. So there you have a solid $4,000 or $5,000 just by covering those topics. That's why I'm adding $5,000 just to cover those weaknesses. $20,000 for a truck like this is a lot of money, but in today's market, I guess it's still acceptable. I have my reasons why I bought this truck. Wouldn't be my first choice, but given the circumstance, I absolutely did it because it was for good cause. Got to help people out sometimes. It being used, I knew it had problems, weaknesses, but what got me wasn't even that. You know, simple driveline rebuild took this truck out of commission for roughly a week, because factory won't give you a driveline assembly to sell you. I was more than willing to pay for that. Discontinued. You go out, you try to swap out U-joints. The U-joints, here, let me fix the camera. U-joints on this truck are not OEM. Someone changed out the driveline. Next thing you know, you got to go to a driveline specialist. He's going to measure your U-joints. He's going to give you the exact size. You're paying through and that's not the problem. The problem is your downtime. Now, if your business, is this your business? If that was your business rig, you'd be in the crapper so fast and so hard your head's gonna spin. You know, it'd be a big fat no for business scenario. For personal, who gives a flying fly if you don't need it? You know, you don't need it. You got another automobile you drive day in and day out. You're an enthusiast, you love your diesels, or you're the guy that pulls your camper. You know, no big deal. It's down for a week. You didn't need it. No big issue there. Now, if it's for business, I underline it'd be a big fat no. Another thing is, I still have those $4,000 to $5,000 hanging over me. At any given time, I'm gonna have to put out some money for those injectors, for the lift pump, for the clutch. They tend to be okay. When I got this truck smoked a little bit. I ran heavy cleaner in it, new filters, fuel filters, intake filters, and heavy cleaners, and this thing is pretty much flawless as far as it idles and as far as smoke goes. But I still have that hanging over me, you know? It's like, yeah, you know, I spent 15 instead of 65, 75,000, you know, comparing more or less apples to apples nowadays as far as bare bones, bare necessity kind of truck. You know, the kind of truck I'd buy would be a limited, and that's $90,000. So can you save money? Absolutely. With the old trucks, I guess that should be the main question. Why would someone want an older truck to save money? Can you save money with them? Absolutely. Are you going to last are you gonna have less headache? That's a gamble, guys. New trucks are probably gonna get you on EGR stuff because you're not working them and you're putting around town. New trucks are gonna, or the old trucks are gonna get you with like weird surprises like that. You know, hence if I was the owner of this truck prior to that time where the rebuild happened on the driveline, obviously we would calculate for it. Obviously we would, you know, address the issue a lot sooner. This truck was always parked in my yard. It wasn't mine, it was one of my drivers. And I saw the truck, I heard it run, never really serviced it, you know. She brought it through the shop one day, says, hey, I'm gonna put this thing up for sale. I need to get out of this loan. Can we do some basic maintenance on it? Took a, you know, my guys did basic maintenance, but then they're like, hey, Paul, she wants to sell her truck. You should buy her, you know. I'm like, oh, heck yeah, I should buy it. So I did. We did that. But I didn't know the history. I didn't see anything. My test drive consisted of going around the block, kid you not. I went around the block. This thing drives and needs some love and whatever. I'm gonna help her out. I was set on helping out the gal, buying her truck off her. I mean, she helped us out. We helped her. It's a good deal. That's the true definition of a good deal, and both parties are happy with the transaction. So there you have it. You know, just a quick little glimpse. Like, yeah, you know, it's only $20,000 truck, but no, guys. When you are buying old trucks, you are gambling. You are gambling heavily. Now, someone could cover up a bad tranny, a bad engine. You know, you got to do extensive research and not only research, inspections. So, you know, you could say, oh, you know, you didn't do your due diligence. You didn't do your research prior to buying. I ain't complaining, guys. This is normal in the used market. You're gonna run into uncertain situations. You're gonna run into scenarios you weren't thinking of. Yeah, I knew in my mind, you know, the $4,000 or $5,000 for the weak spots of this truck, but that wasn't the case. And it's always going to be like that with used vehicles. They might come up front, they might come later, but you're always going to be paying. Remember, PRP, parts or payments. Take your pick. For most people that are mechanically, now most people that are mechanically savvy, the parts is cheaper. The parts route is cheaper. Using an older truck, you know, paying it, servicing it is cheaper. But it gets really expensive if you're keeping old equipment for business really fast. In most cases where it gets so bad is your truck's down, you're not making money, but you're only blowing money. Now the new stuff, you're paying for it, but at least you're making it, so you're far ahead at that point. I guess a little business talk here, but yeah, I can't stress it enough watching these guys start out with the old equipment. There's nothing wrong, but come on, man, keep it short. You know, keep that, I think they call it Russian roulette. Keep it short, keep that game short. Get in something reliable and something you know. Now, if you're a mechanic yourself, you went through the truck, you went through everything through that truck, and you want to work it, you know, at that point, it doesn't apply to you because you are mechanically inclined. You could start feeling that U-joint going a little south on you. You could feel that clutch getting weak. You could see those injectors going south on you. So that wouldn't apply to you. But the average Joe, that is who I'm speaking to. Automatically, what I want to underline, business, stick with the new stuff. Personal, it's up for it. Being business minded and trying to optimize my finances, I would go the used route. Being mechanically inclined, being the fact that it's a personal truck, not a business truck. So just trying to help y'all, guys. Now I don't even know what to label this video, but that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyways, boys, in the comment section, share your opinions, share your thoughts, help the rest of the guys out as much as you can. God bless you, and have a mighty fine day. Ciao, bye. And yes, we're towing an empty car trailer.